November 19th, 2023. How's it going, guys? I've got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about homeless. We're even going to talk a little bit, if we get a chance, about the metaphysic fair if I get time at the end. If you get a chance, check it out today. It's up at Harris up there, and it's the last day. So, where do we begin? Well, let's just jump right in. Hold on. Okay, guys, let's just go right into it here. This is a house right behind me on 47 Terrace. And to me, it looks like this place caught fire. Now, this area, like I say, a lot of these houses got bought out. They started renting them out, I guess, to low housing and whatever else it is out here. Ex-cons, ones on drugs, everything else. And then in the last, I would say, year, we've had a lot of fires, these houses catching on fire. Which, probably goes hand in hand. Because if they're making, different kinds of drugs, if they're freebasing or anything else, stuff can blow up. I don't know. This is just a little odd. And, we had one up over there by Salvador's that burnt, that they had to redo. There was one off Willis that caught fire. There was one on 46th Street that also caught on fire. And in a year's time, unless in a block and a half area, that's awful unusual unless there's something going on, guys. Now, this is Independence, Missouri. I live over on East 47th Street South here in Independence. But I got, last week when I went to the zoo, I had to swing back around. I went up the back street here, and I seen this, and I thought, oh my God, another one that caught on fire here. So I don't know. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. So what are you looking at right now? Well, you're looking at that Toys R Us parking lot where that vehicle that I showed you guys before at night and in the daytime, where it looks like somebody was homeless or something living out of this. Now, what really caught my eye is if you look down there on that, here, I'll have to block the other part of the tag so you can't see it, but there's a lighter. But I'm going to show you something a little bit more than that. It's on this bumper. Hold on. Okay, guys. I guess it's just my imagination, but here's a cigarette lighter. Here's a big butane lighter. And there's some weed stuff over here. Now, we all know weed's legal here in Independence, but I guess, they're living so high on the hog here in this vacant parking lot here in Independence, Missouri. They got enough money to go buy their weed, but they don't got enough money to fix their vehicle and live someplace. I just thought that was kind of strange. But I want everybody in the whole world here to see Kansas City and Independence, Missouri, and that's what this is. And nobody can see this? The police can't see this? Well, I can see this. I can drive by one time and see this. No, because nobody cares, guys. Nobody really cares. But it ain't about just the weed. It's about the fentanyl. It's about the meth. It's about the cocaine and everything else that's coming in here. And these parking lots are becoming more like truck stops. And I don't understand why Independence isn't doing something. Unless somebody's hands getting greased out there in Independence, maybe they are. See, it used to be Independence, if you had a business and it wasn't operative, I thought it was after 90 days, they'd make them tear it down. Well, these buildings here have been sitting here forever. Years now. And it just makes me wonder what's going on. Now, I can tell you a story real quick about Kansas City because, see, my ex, she worked for a law firm over on the Kansas side. Oh, Kansas City was so messed up downtown. There was so many of those buildings that had been basically, back taxes had been taken over, but they couldn't tear them down because Kansas City didn't have enough money to tear the buildings down. Was that what Independence don't have enough money to tear have it and come in? Well, they tore down. It didn't take long to tear that Kmart down over there after they got through with all this. So what's going on here? See, my big concern is not just about the trucks. It's about the drugs, the homeless that's bringing in, and we got flammable gasoline transport trucks setting up here now. Williams transport trucks with gasoline. I assume it's gasoline. It's a flammable placard on them. And they're just dropping these trucks here. Where is, maybe we should kind of contact our way, what is it? Our weight and, the DOT is our weight and something else. Check that out. I wonder if all those trucks got all their papers on them. I wonder if they're all legal. Well, maybe that's a route we should go then. If independents can't get up here and take a look at this, maybe the state can take a look at it on the other end of it. I don't know. But that's what this is breeding up here. That Mustang's still up there too. Somebody got back into it, and I don't know if they were sleeping. It looked like the passenger door, but that's back behind this other business over there. It makes the place look scroungy. It brings it down, makes it look like a hood area. Why are they allowing this? So hold on. Okay, this is the back end of that gasoline, I guess, transport truck over there. Anyway, its placard is flammable. Shit, maybe it's got rocket fuel in it. Who knows? But I don't know. Even though it's probably I don't know, 8 blocks away from us, I'd hate to see this thing blow. Because, man, I tell you that much. And then not counting what toxic would go into the air from whatever it's hauling. It's flammable. Now, isn't that interesting? Okay, guys. Now, this is going up by the old Gordman's building in the cinema. And if y'all look off to your right here, that's all trash, and it's got worse. It's actually that hill over there. That's all trash, guys. All trash. You tell me, why is that? Now, there's an apartment complex on down here a ways from this area, not too far. If going when I'm from my back side here, that would be going northbound. And I'm sure they love driving through here seeing this too. I don't know. Look at that. Unbelievable. And we still got vehicles sitting there. And there's a truck. There's a truck. Here's our Independence truck stop there. But, and then we had a car that was broken down. Let's see if I can get my cursor over here. It was in a wreck. Somebody pushed off to one side. But that ain't the half of it. Look at the trash. And then we got a bad mattress up here. Where was it at? Okay, let's go back this way for a second. We're in the Toys R Us. Well, see, now they're parking the trucks over here. We got more trailers over here now, too. Hold on. Well, there's our one. It's got the cigarette lighter and the butane lighter and the weed and the stuff. Said, well, they're living so high in the hog here. They got enough money to go buy their weed, but they don't have enough to fix their vehicle. I don't know. Or maybe they just dumped it there. Do you think? Shoot, I'm sure somebody ran up there and grabbed the weed. See, it's wasted their brain so much, they left their weed on the back end. Somebody will just grab it. But like I say, it's not just the weed. It's the fentanyl. It's the meth. It's the rest. Well, why is that? I don't know. And then it gets me to think about something else about independence here. Surely they wouldn't be bringing in a union, a whole deal here. Like another West Bottoms or East Bottoms or whatever else. You know? I mean, we had Sugar Creek over there for many years and stuff. But that looks kind of weird, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know. When I was up at Ameristar last night, and you don't see any of these vehicles or anything like this. Now I did see one of the truckers. Got to be honest about this at Ameristar. He was out on the outer edge there. He looked like he picked him up a hooker there out by Ameristar, and she had his short shorts on. But other than that, that's all I seen of them. You don't see all these vehicles like this sitting there at Ameristar. You don't see it over there at that Love's truck stop. You don't see all that. So it's like, why are all these vehicles? Let me go back here real quick for a second. Just like this red truck, it sets, let's see, maybe I didn't go far enough back, guys. Let me just go through this again. So we've got an 18-wheeler sitting there. Well, there's our Mustang. Like I say, the door was ajar on the passenger side. Well, now, why is Independence allowing this to take place? I don't know. I don't get it. So it can look like the hood area? You know, I will say one thing. If you guys get a chance, check out some of the other YouTube channels here in Kansas City. There's some people that's done some deal about the hood here in the last month or two. They went down in the deep areas from Van Brunt to all the rest and everything. And check it out. They're good videos. Guy did some good videos. It shows how that they use their, how like I've shown like their motorcycles and dirt bikes and everything, their mini bikes. He was even showing them actually going into or driving around by like your convenience stores, how they were dealing to drugs and stuff. Check it out, guys. Just look it up because there are other video channels out there showing Kansas City. And it's not good. I mean, that's his crud. But this vehicle here, this guy, he'll sit here in this vehicle. I've watched this. This guy will sit here for hours and not even be in the truck. So I don't know. That's weird. I mean, he's in the truck, but he's not in the 18-wheeler. And I don't get that stuff. But see, you can see there's another car sitting down there. There's another truck sitting down there. I mean, if they had something like what was up there at Love's, up there by Ameristar and the rest, I mean, I guess it looks pretty clean most of the time up there. And I do think they have some security to go through. He tries to keep most of that stuff down. But I don't know. And I mean, this one over here, see, there's always something sitting here. It's like it's a free-for-all. Hey, man, come on over to Independence in this Gordon's and Toys R Us parking lot. We can deal drugs and everything else. Get your fentanyl. Get your meth. There was a deal just a few days back where a guy stabbed another guy on an Amtrak train. They had to stop the Amtrak train. It was, I think, going to Chicago from L.A., and what this deal was, this is how stupid is, okay? They get on these drugs, they fry their brains so much, they can't even comprehend. This guy stabs this other guy in front of him. It looks like for no reason at all. They got in an argument with a machete. And they stopped the train and everything. So when they were taking care of the guy asked for his bags. They said, well, to go back and get his bags. They said, you can't do that. So they went back to get his bags for him. And guess what was in the bags? The guy that got stabbed. Meth. Look it up, guys, on YouTube. It was a train going, it got stopped. I think it was stopped in New Mexico, going from California to, I think, Chicago is where it was going. And it like one of the conductors or one of the, whatever you want to call them on the trade, or, helpers or assistants or whatever, they opened one of the bags and there was bags and bags of meth. Now, my next question would be, how did the bags and bags and bags of meth get on the train through security? Did anybody not even look? Oh my. What a mess, huh, guys? Yeah, check that out. I might try to see if I can even find the name of that video down the line because you guys need it. But this is a joke. But it just makes you wonder. And then, what are they waiting on? Waiting on approval to do something else so somebody can pocket all their money and build something here. Or are they going to build a truck stop? Well, they're going to build a truck stop over at Kmart, supposedly. Wally World. I mean, whatever. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's where the truck stop needs to be, over at Wally World. I mean, over there by Kmart. But as you can see here, let's see if I can zoom in. There's the gasoline. I guess it's a gasoline transport truck. Shoot, maybe it's rocket fuel. Maybe it's, I don't know. It says the flammable liquid on the placard, and that's the only thing I can say. I guess I can look up the number. I still got my old stuff on all the hazmat material. Sure, we could look that up. This is a Williams transport truck, too. We want to make sure we get that name out there. Williams transport truck. Over there. Flammable. Look at that, guys. Well, now, guys, there's a lot of people here living in Independence. If somebody gets over there, gets into this thing, or sets this on fire and this goes up, what kind of toxic fumes are going to come off this vehicle? If it's not gasoline and something else that's flammable and toxic, wouldn't you guys? I mean, if the ones not smoking the weed out there, maybe the ones that still have half a brain, maybe somebody should check this at least, guys. Because I don't know. Well, isn't that purty? It ain't purty. Go up to north of the river. Go up to the Bear Store or to that Love's up there. That's a clean place. This is a dump here, and this is a dump. We're just going to put it at that. Something needs to be done about this. Like I say, maybe it's next week. I'll try to contact Jeff City and the DOT and stuff. Highway Patrol. I mean, I think they do the division on checking on these trucks. Maybe they could do some checking. See if all these are legal, and, they even used to have those portable scales. They'd check them. So hold on. All right, guys. Still got the homeless out in front of this convenience store, laying and sleeping. Also, got this vehicle over here. Now, this vehicle, like I say, drugs don't discriminate. There's been people 70 years old caught dealing drugs. There's been even up at high, even in police, even in stuff. There was a gal out there, was it in California or whatever? She had been working, I think it was on the sheriff's department or something. Anyway, she was handling the drugs anyway. Yeah, she was handling stuff. She was getting stuff shipped all over. But it just makes me wonder about this vehicle that was sitting this morning. There was a older guy sitting in this vehicle and eating from McDonald's. But I drove through McDonald's and there was nothing in the parking lot pretty much. And why would you be sitting that far off to one side? Waiting for what? Now, this is early morning, Sunday morning. I don't know. I mean, was going to church, wasn't sitting in the church parking lot or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Sitting there with those lights running. I'm in business, guys. I don't know, guys. This is Independence. Like I say, we show it all here. And then there was another one. Let's see, hold on just a second. This guy was all over the board. He was on both sides of Nolan Road, back and forth, back and forth. So I don't know. Kind of weird. Oh yeah, one other thing. Over here by a Burger King over here. Some of them, the homeless and the ones that have been doing drugs, have been hanging out over by the dumpster. And they've even been going over by that Panda Chinese restaurant. And they're going over there, hanging around. I don't know if they've... I noticed this morning, it looked like over at the Panda area, like it was closed up. Like maybe they had, kind of closed it off so they couldn't get into that. But I don't know, guys. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up real quick. Got those cloudy, dark skies there, guys. Anyway, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.